Hey guys, Wraith calling. Thanks for stopping by the channel. This is Sand River, and as you can see, it looks like a T-34 85, but it's actually a T-34 100, which is the Czech Tier 7 medium tank. It's very similar in the T-34 85. The armor profile all the way around is fairly similar. The turret's a little thicker on the front because of the mantlet, but it's not something you can rely on. Probably the biggest difference is this seems to be a little faster and a little more mobile than the T-34 85. But this has a 100mm gun, which gives, I think the base is 175mm penetration and 250 damage. So it's actually very comparable to some poor premium tier 8 medium tank guns. So the gun's actually pretty decent. You can deal with some of the heavies. You can load the gold and get a little better penetration. So the gun's actually a very good redeeming quality for this tank. It's mobile, got a good gun. The downside is it does not really have a whole lot of armor. It does have a generous hit point pool. The gun has no gun depression, so you really have to work to find shots sometimes to make them work, and use the terrain to kind of help give you that elevation up or down to make shots work. And you'll see I'll struggle with it. I can't quite get down on this already until I get all the way down, screws off the shot, leave him on a fraction of the health. Still a good roll, 264. But the Bert's got problems, and I've got problems too, as I took a hit from a hammer, which is a premium Tiger tank. And you saw how far I had to come up over the top of that ridge line to actually get a shot in on the Bert. I had to completely expose myself to get a shot off in that position, so I back off a little bit. I don't want to be first in the combat, but I'm more than happy to sit back here and let some support fire from back here. There's the Bert still throwing shells, and the other already seem like they're throwing shells. There's the hammer. And because the hammer is just like the Tiger's Tier 7 heavy tank, this gun with stock ammo will go through the front of a Tiger. Will give T-29 issues. It will give Tier 8 medium tank some issues. So this gun really is not too bad. I really did like this. I didn't mind playing this tank. Once you start hitting Tier 8 tanks, thin armor, everybody pierces you. Large caliber HE guns could be a serious issue. Ooh, see all kinds of shots coming in over top here. And there's Bert still hopping those shells in. So we gotta push these guys and make a move on Bert. We can't sit still. Bert will peg us to death piece by piece. There he is. You notice the aim time's a little slow on this, so you gotta kind of be careful. It's not very good at shooting mid-range. You gotta punch Bert again. So you either gotta be up close and brawling and dogfighting with this, which is just capable of doing, or you gotta be in a position where you can be sneaky and sit and give the gun time to aim in. Otherwise, the aiming time, you can't sit there and trade shots with. The aiming time will just wears you down, and it will punish you with aiming time, especially against the German tanks like this Tiger. And this hammer sitting back here will eat me alive just because of that. And the rate of fire for being a 100mm gun is not too bad. Like I said, believe it or not, this gun is almost every bit as good as what's on the Tiger. And it's actually even a bigger caliber than Tiger's gun. So the long barrel 88 kind of balances that out pretty well. ARL. Got shot, he got stock turret put into his cheek. He just overpenned the side of his turret, overmatched it. You can see how many bad guys are back here. Tiger picked my first kill. Backing off, playing peekaboo just a little bit. Here comes the hammer. See, I'll sweep it off. I have no idea where the hell that shot went, but it wasn't where I thought it was going to go. Someone else picks off the hammer. There's an Oni back there. He's going to be an issue. And there's also, don't remember what the other heavy was. KV3 maybe? Not sure. But I'm going to try to get around to the side of him. Japanese heavies have very flat side armor, so it's easier to pen the sides of them. Went through the turret, another 267 with a good damage roll. So you see the damage on this gun is actually pretty good.
Ready to fire on target.
And there there's the French heavies. That's the French heavies back there. I thought it was the KV3. I was wrong. But I'm trying to get shots on this Oni because he can really hold up the line all by himself. For whatever reason, he's choosing to ignore me. And I'm going to make him punish it. Oh, now I got his attention. Nope, don't want the Oni. So far, we are losing 5-8. Already throwing the round at me. Still trying to encourage my heavies to come up here. I don't mind supporting them, but you can't be the leading edge of combat like that. You gotta be really careful. Bert hit me again. That Bert dude. He's really starting to piss me off. But that's what Berts are good for. There's no shot from Bert because of that vicious rate of fire they've got. And see what I mean about the gun depression is how much it moved up on me. There's the ARL-44. I should be able to get a shot. See how aims in, hits him in the track, pens him anyway. He's on a fraction of health. There's the Oni. Someone else beats me to it. I don't know if I had much shot of penning from my current way I was sitting. But I do know Bert's still in the game. Pretty sure Bert's still in the game. If you look back, our base is being threatened. We do have one tank going back. AMX-40C sit next to T-25. Here's that long aim time. Managed to put one through the T-25 too. Go there's the BK-3001P. And he's going to give me a side of his tank. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get another one off in time though before someone else picks him off. Okay, right to the AMX. I think with premium ammo, this pen on this gun is 225. And it bounced off the front, just kind of a goofy angle off the T-25 too. Playing Pika with him just a little bit. See, I'm not letting the gun aim in all the way, and I'm taking risky shots, and a lot of low chance shots here. But he was looking at me. And there we go. I'll hit him. I don't get the kill for it. Type 131 gets the kill. Tiger 131. There's just another heavy already left. And this was not, oof, stuck in the dirt. This was not probably my best game in the one in it, but I think it was a pretty decent game, and it at least gives you guys an idea of what the gun can do and how the gun sometimes struggles. Artie doesn't shot anybody, so I'll take the easy kill on Artie. Matter of looking for the other tank, but I think this game gives you guys an idea of what this tank is capable of and how the gun performs. And you saw I was playing with tier 7 heavies, which are equal tier heavies to this thing, but my gun had no problem going through most of them. And now you get a chance to mobility. You know, 45 to 50 kilometers an hour is pretty reasonable expectation for this tank on decent surfaces. I didn't notice any. There's never been a huge struggle on soft surfaces either because of the wider tracks. Most of the T-34 series tanks do fairly well on crappy terrain. Looking for this last heavy tank. I'm not sure where he went. So the things to be concerned about is ammo loadout. You notice I burned through most of my ammo. I got just 11 rounds left. One in the chamber, 11 rounds left. I don't know where this guy was hiding at. I'm kind of gonna pinned into this corner here. There he is. It's 131. He's got a very nasty rate of fire. You'll see he'll punish me a little bit as I come down the hill here. He has a one-shot for me though, and I know I can take one more hit, but he does miss. That gun, I loaded the heat because I didn't have any other choice, the only ammo I had left, but there it was, guys. Pretty decent game, I'll take it, at 3 kills. Tier 7 match, most of what I was shooting at was Tier 7 tanks. That's ×3 bonus, so we can't look at the real XP, it doesn't give us a full. Just under 2,900 damage, 1,000 assists, 3 kills, got a Confederate, first class, and walked to a 1,700 base XP. So it's a pretty decent game, guys. Hopefully you get an idea what the tank's capable of if you go down and check the line. I'm struggling with the tier 8 at this point. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, keep your powder dry.